am Doomsvince, and this is day 99 of Spawn Year.
This must be the single most pointless issue of Spawn I've read to date. Yeah, even more than yesterday's clip show issue. Sam and Twitch try to drive Cog back to their office to get more answers out of him, then he disappears without telling them anything he didn't already say before for dramatic effect. Al realizes his face is completely deteriorated while on his way to see Wanda while humming their song in his head. It's Staying Alive. How is Staying Alive any couple's song? Unless, of course, one member of said couple is an undead corpse wandering the earth, and the writer who created him wants to be ironic. Incidentally, Doomsvince just uploaded that song to my iPod along with the recent Jessica Priest repertoire. So Spawn freaks out in the alley, breaks things, gets the same old lecture about making things too easy for Malbolgia from Cog. I mean, seriously, how many times has Cog said that now? What number are we on? 66? And just as I suspected, he also tries to make nice with Terry now that his face is back to normal, pretending like he never threatened him and not offering up even a hint of an apology. Before Terry calls him out on it, he even has the audacity to command Terry to take care of Wanda for now. He even says he's willing to move on with Terry's plan to take down Wynn's secret foreign contracts, even though that would be pointless now because Spawn thinks he has Wynn completely under his thumb anyway. And if Spawn says that just because he feels guilty for how he treated his friend, I sure can't tell. I'm reading a comic where no one, including the protagonist, even kind of likes the protagonist. It's actually inadvertently making me appreciate some of the supporting cast more, because they're all yelling the same thing to Spawn's face I've been screaming at the pages. Terry tells him to be a man, and Cog tells him to learn from his mistakes. It almost reads like McFarlane has made Spawn so obnoxiously stubborn and slow on the uptake and ungrateful that even he's starting to find him hard to stomach. I do really like Terry in that scene. He says he's sick of Spawn's waiting game. See, everything I've been saying. So he tries to settle their bizarre marriage dilemma once and for all by getting Wanda on the phone with Al so Wanda can choose between them. Sure, that's an awful spot to put your wife in, but Spawn keeps claiming ownership of her like he came back from hell to see his beloved car again. This would be her choice, and Terry's right to say, if she's going to reject me, I want to know today. Terry is a good man. He loves Wanda enough to take no for an answer, and Al's behavior up till now makes me strongly question if he would. And so I also have to question whether it's real love or a psychotic obsession. Of course, Al having to talk to Wanda is a little too interesting to do just now. Why progress the story when we could sell more issues to gullible readers anticipating eventual story progression? And Al's too chicken to talk to her, of course, so Terry tells Spawn to go to hell. Literally. But Terry, buddy, he did that already to save you, and it didn't help. And then, stuff gets weird. Spawn feeds on his usual banquet of red-eyed creatures of evil, and then he gets all woozy, tripping and falling on some random drunk guy in the alley who comically screams for an ambulance, thinking he got hit by a truck. And McFarlane again goes out of his way to make it hard for me to care about anything Spawn's going through. His posture suggesting minimal remorse for the damage his 400-pound body may have caused. We're left wondering if this was a one-time thing or if there's something seriously wrong with Spawn that caused this random moment of weakness. Actually, no, I don't wonder. There's clearly something seriously wrong with Spawn. He's a jerk, and he makes most of his own problems for himself. And I might sympathize with him when he says, I didn't ask to live in this nightmare, and I can't do anything about it. If I didn't agree so much with Cog when he says that Al can still be a man again if he stops letting his passions control him. There are a couple other little developments. Cog reveals Heaven, for some reason, got to choose where Spawn was placed when he returned to Earth, and they picked the alley. That's good to know, since he keeps getting unwillingly pulled back there. But like a lot of things, I don't know why Cog's telling him this now, rather than earlier. Also, Cyan's acting peculiar since her ordeal with Clown. She freaks out at the dog for taking the shoelace. Guess we'll see what that's about later, probably in tiny little installments over the course of a gazillion issues. Capullo's visceral and bold panels are breathtaking in this issue, especially the splash page where Spawn tries in vain to kill himself. Huh, isn't that interesting? Well, I guess since it's really just the pictures that matter anyway, this one's great! Signed, Captain Logan.